WNBA for 15 years, long before some of y'all even watched a WNBA game. But he tweets one tweet about a player getting a triple-double, and y'all calling him every name under the sun. I'm the last person to defend Bron, but y'all are actually stupid.
Before the game, LeBron tweeted the photo and a message. I think that was from when the Lakers were here for the first time. I believe that was your first time meeting. What's that relationship like now as you two Nike athletes are building something special?
Well, I don't really get too starstruck from people, and that was like a moment that I was like I knew I was going to meet him when I was coming to the game, and that's like one of my idols. Like, LeBron is the GOAT to me, so I don't know, it was just like a crazy moment where I got to...
Caitlyn Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go, have fun, enjoy, but I'm rooting for Caitlyn because I've been in that...
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the WNBA drama that's got the internet in a chokehold. LeBron James, the king himself, dropped one innocent tweet about Caitlyn Clark's triple-double, and now the sports world is acting like he committed a crime against humanity. Buckle up, because this tea is piping hot and we're spilling it all. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So, LeBron James has been hyping the WNBA for 15 years, way before some of y'all even knew what a layup was. But the second he tweets about Caitlyn Clark's insane triple-double to kick off the season, the internet loses its mind. Suddenly, he's public enemy number one, catching strays from fans, players, and Twitter warriors. Why? Because he dared to say Caitlyn Clark is special. That's it, that's the crime. Let's talk about Caitlyn Clark for a second. This woman didn't just show up to her first WNBA game, she arrived. We're talking crossovers so clean they could cut diamonds, logo 3.
Now yesterday, he kicked off by saying, hey, great way to kick off the season, and he congratulated her on getting a triple-double. But nevertheless, after the situation between Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese came out tweeting of him and said, Jordan never lost in the finals. It's no secret that Angel Reese does dislike for LeBron James as well, because he supports Caitlyn Clark.
Logo threes that hit like Wi-Fi from the parking lot, and court vision that left defenders looking like they forgot how to play basketball. She torched the Chicago sky like they owed her rent money. Triple-double in her debut? That's not rookie energy, that's generational energy. And LeBron, who knows a thing or two about being the face of a franchise, saw it and said, yo, Caitlyn's different. But we did some claps, called it a great way to kick off the season, and moved on. Or so he thought.
And the WNBA is in a very, very concerning place, because they're dealing with new fans that have come into their league that want to support a particular team, but now you are letting the mob dictate what it is you're going to look into.
Enter Angel Reese and her fan base, who were calling the Crash Out congregation. They saw LeBron's tweet and acted like he'd burned their childhood home down. Angel's out here subtweeting, throwing shade, and chewing her gum into dust because LeBron gave props to Clark instead of her. Apparently, praising a rookie who just dropped a masterclass is now a betrayal of women's basketball. Really? Let's be real. Angel Reese is talented, but this obsession with Caitlyn Clark is giving main character syndrome.
So, LeBron James is facing backlash because of his support of Caitlyn Clark. We all know that LeBron James has been a huge supporter of Caitlyn Clark since the beginning, since she came in the league, and he definitely despised...
Instead of focusing on her own game, she's out here acting like Clark stole her lunch money and her spotlight. Fans are eating it up, turning this into a Marvel vs. DC level beef. Team Clark's talking stats and legacy. Team Reese, they're out here debating tunnel outfits and vibes. This ain't basketball analysis, it's Real Housewives Hardwood Edition. Let's talk numbers. Caitlyn Clark's debut was disrespectful. Triple-double. Dimes so precise they belong in a museum, and a deep three from the logo that had defenders questioning their career choices.
First game of the WNBA season and Caitlyn Clark pulled off a triple-double. She was dropping buckets, and she was dishing it out. Look at this dime she threw off the pump fake. And did you see this deep three she hit from the logo? It's just her second season in the Fever.
Meanwhile, some players, Sheik Cough Angel Cuff, are posting average box scores, and then throwing tantrums when the cameras point at someone else. Clark's out here playing chess, while everyone else is stuck on Candyland: The Wildest Part? The bar for praising Clark is in the Mariana Trench. She's rewriting the WNBA script as a rookie, but instead of getting her flowers, she's getting weeds with thorns. Why? Because she's disrupting the status quo. The narrative wasn't ready for a white girl from Iowa to walk in and dominate like she's been hooping since preschool. And the veterans, they're side-eyeing her like she invented taxes. LeBron gets it. He told Esquire, "I have a great deal of respect for Caitlyn Clark because I know what it's like to be drafted, be the face of a franchise, and get all the scrutiny from people who don't think you're ready." The man's been booed in 30 arenas, but even he was shocked by this backlash. All he did was tweet "Triple Dub CC. Great way to kick off the season." And suddenly he's lost his black card? Come on, y'all. He didn't say, "Caitlyn's better than everyone else." He just gave credit where it's due. All right, let's unpack this mess. Because the backlash against LeBron James for hyping Caitlyn Clark is way more than just a Twitter tantrum. It's a full-blown case study in ego, jealousy, and the WNBA's growing pains.
You be real loud for this white woman, King James. Tasteless after what happened yesterday. Now I see what Drake was saying. Crazy world. So apparently LeBron James has officially lost his black card. He gonna have to come do something. Listen, the next brother that gets shot by a cop, I guarantee you LeBron's gonna probably tweet about it, or he's gonna post on IG about it. I don't care who that brother. LeBron's probably got one of his assistant like scouring with the scanner, the police scanners.
Pains. LeBron, a dude who's been shouting out the WNBA since half these fans were in diapers, drops one tweet. "Triple Dub CC, great way to kick off the season." Simple, clean. Just claps and props for a rookie who balled out. But the internet? Oh, they turned it into World War III. So why is everyone so pressed? Let's break it down. First, the Caitlyn Clark effect. Caitlyn didn't just walk into the WNBA, she kicked the door down. Her debut was a statement. Triple-double, logo threes, dimes so slick they should come with a warning label. She's not just playing basketball, she's rewriting what a rookie can do. But here's the thing. Her arrival is shaking up a league that's used to a certain pecking order. Veterans expect to guide the newbies, maybe humble them a bit. Instead, Clark's out here looking like she's been running the show since middle school. That kind of dominance from a rookie, especially a white woman from Iowa, has some folks clutching their pearls. It's not just about her game. It's about what she represents. A new face, a new narrative, and a spotlight that's suddenly blinding. Enter Angel Reese and the Crash Out congregation. Angel Reese is a star in her own right, charismatic, talented, and unapologetic. But when LeBron gave Clark her flowers, Reese and her fans acted like he'd personally snubbed her at the prom. Angel's been vocal about her dislike for Clark, and her fan base, let's call them the Reese stans, turned LeBron's tweet into a federal case. They're out here tweeting, "Why you so loud for this white girl, King James?" and acting like he betrayed the culture. Look, Angel's got her own lane, her energy, her personality, her hustle. But this obsession with Clark is starting to look like a full-time job. Instead of focusing on her own stats, she's side-eyeing Clark's shine like it's a personal attack. And the fans, they're eating.
I'm so sick of this Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese hypocrisy. LeBron James put out a tweet yesterday shouting out Caitlyn Clark, and the amount of backlash that he received for essentially celebrating Caitlyn Clark's historic night instead of talking about Angel Reese is crazy to me. I'll tell you what, how about we stop hating on Caitlyn Clark and start holding Angel Reese accountable to becoming a better
They're eating it up, turning this into a soap opera where Clark's the villain and Reese is the misunderstood hero. The cultural undercurrent. Let's not dodge the elephant in the room. Race and representation are part of this. Caitlyn Clark, a white rookie, is being marketed as the WNBA's next big thing. ESPN, Nike, and the media are all in, and that's rubbing some fans and players the wrong way. The WNBA has long been a space where black women have dominated and carried the league through grit and talent, often without the mainstream love they deserve. So when Clark gets the red carpet treatment, complete with LeBron's cosign, it feels like the league's skipping over veterans like Reese who've been grinding. It's not that Clark doesn't deserve it. Her game is undeniable. But the speed and intensity of her hype train have some folks feeling like the league's priorities are shifting. And LeBron, as a black icon, gets caught in the crossfire for amplifying her. Suddenly, his tweet isn't just a compliment. It's a cultural flashpoint LeBron's perspective. LeBron's been here before. He told Esquire, "I know what it's like to be drafted, be the face of a franchise, and get scrutiny from people who don't think you're ready." He sees Clark dealing with the same pressure he faced as a kid from Akron. Expectations, haters, and a spotlight that burns. He's not picking sides. He's just calling it like he sees it. Clark's performance was historic, and he gave her a nod. But the backlash, it's like he stepped on a landmine. Fans are acting like he endorsed a political candidate, not a basketball player. Some even said he lost his black card for praising Clark. Y'all, it's a tweet, not a manifesto. LeBron's been supporting the WNBA forever. Go check his posts from 2010. But one shout out to Clark and suddenly he's the bad guy? That's not logic. That's pettiness on steroids. The WNBA's growing pains. This drama isn't just about Clark versus Reese or LeBron's tweet. It's about a league in transition. The WNBA is getting more eyes than ever, thanks to stars like Clark, Reese, and others. But with new fans come new problems. Social media's turned every game into a reality show, where stats take a backseat to storylines. Clark's dominance is being framed as a threat to the old guard, and Reese's fans are leaning into it, painting her as the underdog. Meanwhile, the league's stuck in the middle, trying to balance hyping new talent with respecting its veterans. LeBron's tweet exposed that tension. Praise one player, and you're somehow dissing another. It's a lose-lose for anyone who dares to have an opinion. The hypocrisy check. Here's the kicker. If Clark had an average game, people would have said she's overhyped. She drops a triple-double, and now she's too hyped. If LeBron stayed quiet, they'd say he's ignoring the WNBA. He speaks up and he's picking favorites. The goalposts keep moving faster than Clark's first step. And Reese? She's out here liking shady tweets and fueling the fire instead of letting her game do the talking. If she wants the spotlight, she's got to outplay Clark, not out-tweet her. Because right now, Clark's playing 4D chess, focused, efficient, and unbothered, while everyone else is arguing over who gets to hold the board. What's next? This is just game one, y'all. If the internet's this wild over a single tweet, imagine what happens when Clark starts breaking records or Reese finds her groove. The WNBA's in a weird spot. It's growing, but the growing pains are real. LeBron's caught in the crosshairs because he dared to say what's obvious. Caitlyn Clark is a game changer. And the more people try to dim her light, the brighter she shines. Meanwhile, Reese and her fans need to decide. Are they going to keep chasing clout or start building a legacy? Because Clark's already writing hers, one bucket at a time.